Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm actually going to go over something kind of quick. I just wanted to kind of post something while my mind was thinking about it. I did want to start trying to grind like to top 500 on the Reg F ladder, but I felt like I should talk about this a little bit just because I know a lot of individuals are still having troubles deciding on what they're wanting to do for team building, and I really hope that this helps out and you guys can get some really good ideas. Alright, so I want to go over each of these 6 mons that we have in front of us right now, because I feel as though that these are some underexplored potential. This doesn't mean that I think they are broken, this doesn't mean that I think that they are incredibly, like, just brutal, and some of them are very obvious. But I think in Reg F, these Pokemon actually have a really solid chance at being phenomenal. So I'd like to go over them. First up, I want to go over Okidogi. Now, the reason why I want to go over Okidogi is because Okidogi actually has some really significant bulk. He's got a pretty decent amount of defense, fairly good special defense, fairly good HP, to where an Assault Vest is actually an incredible item on him. Now, the reason why I wanted to go over Okidogi isn't just because of Guard Dog, of course. Oh, well, you beat Incineroar. That's so fun. Yeah, no. The whole thing is yes, it gives you an answer into Incineroar. But the biggest reason on why Okidogi, I feel like, can be a really solid mon is because of the amount of coverage Okidogi gets. So if you are needing to kill Landorus Incarnate form, if you're running like a Trick Room core, boom, Ice Punch. If you're not running a Trick Room core, all you need to do is you just need to get his speed to maybe like somewhere around... What would that be? I'm going to even just kind of back up and look over here. Just so you guys have the for sure calc. I know a lot of you probably will on hand, but I don't. And just for the people that don't, we're going for it. So, you got to be 168. So, that would get you doing all of this right here and now. So, you just have to hit 112 speed. To where you could have Icy Wind support with another Mon, to be able to drop the speed stat. I mean, he just has a lot of options. So, like, if you're having to hit 112, boom, 92 investment. That's nothing. You probably want him to be max attack because he's not broken strong, but he has that potential to be really solid. But, just the ability to be able to have so much coverage, you have a lot of options with it. I just don't want people to just kind of throw it out the window, kind of saying like, hey, this mon wasn't good and it never will be. To be honest with you, I actually think that in this meta right now, and especially with the move Upper Hand if you start to play really well, I think Okidogi actually has a phenomenal chance, and just, yeah, don't even need to, yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Anyways, I think Okidogi actually has a phenomenal chance. Alright, let's stop talking about Okidogi. Yeah, you're quad weak to Psychic, all that fun stuff. You can always mess with the Terra. I think Terra Psychic is actually a pretty solid call on Okidogi, and I think it could actually be a very, very solid mon. So, enough with the Okidogi. Let's go over one mon that I do also want to go over with everybody. If you guys haven't, or just forgot. For all of you watching, run Heatran, try it out on your teams. Heatran is phenomenal right now. It is. It has the amount of coverage like Okidogi has. It has that same type of niche Okidogi really fills. It's super bulky. It really shuts down specific mons. It really shuts down specific mons and cores. I mean, there's your answer to Size Spam. There's your answer to Sun. There's your answer to Fluttermane. It's like Heatran is a very consistent mon that, I'll go over it quick, like I said. If you haven't tried it, definitely do. Okay, next up, we're going to go to Dragonite. Now, the reason why I want to bring up Dragonite is, even though Farigiraf is picking up and you're seeing it everywhere, all of my videos are based around Farigiraf, a majority of them. So, to be honest, I'm not going to talk about it in this video. But if you're playing your Dragonite properly, Dragonite is phenomenal right now. Dragonite is so good. It hits everything for phenomenal damage right now. It's completely immune to Intimidate and Fake Out, which Fake Out is going around everywhere in so many different ways. It's really nice to be able to be immune to Fake Out. And to be honest, the Brain Dead Choice Band E-Speed is still going to be such a phenomenal mode into things like, you know, oh my gosh, just completely brain farting as I ramble on. But that Choice Banded E-Speed is just so good. I mean, you're doing 70 to 80% to Incineroar. You're able to really just create so much pressure. And with how good Chiempao is right now, and how good Chiempao does into a lot of the meta threats, I think Dragonite is really good. And Ogerpon is picking up phenomenally again. Dragonite is so good into Ogerpon. It's so good because no one uses Cornerstone, which I think is something to also play around with. But you will see Dragonite a lot over the next coming regionals. I guarantee it. It is a very consistent mon right now, and I highly encourage all of you to try it. I highly do. You know, maybe even get crafty with it, because, you know, you can get a Dragon Dance set. Bring yourself up to, like, I don't know, like 120 base speed. Like, you're going to be outspeeding a lot of things, like, that are meta threats. You can even bring yourself to the 115 base speed. There you go. Just do 115, and then give yourself, like, you know, solid attack, and then be able to either invest the rest in just a HP because you have such a solid HP stat. Maybe give yourself like, oh, I want to live more physical hits. There you go. Boom. Dragonite, I think, has just a lot of potential to be a really solid mon. Again, I think Dragonite is actually one of those Pokemon that I really think you guys need to explore. Next up, I'm going to go over Ting Lu. Now, the reason why I think Ting Lu is phenomenal right now, you know, like I'm saying, all of this is subjective, but I think Ting Lu, I shouldn't say is phenomenal right now. I just think it has so much potential. There are a lot of special attackers running around. There are a lot. And to be able to mitigate just that little bit of special attack, and to be able to have a mon like Ting Lu be able to just hit the field and go, okay, I'm going to shut some stuff down. It's phenomenal. I mean, you can run the Assault Vest set, where you have, like, Ruination, Heavy Slam, and then, you know, kind of run your other mons that you're wanting to run, most likely Stomping Tantrum, and then I would say that fourth move would probably be something, you know, random, or something that you guys cook up that's pretty fun, but you could run Bulldoze for speed control. Like, I mean, I think Ting Lu has so much potential right now. I think it can come back. I do. I really do. I think Ting Lu can be a really solid threat within this metagame right now. If you're looking for a mon where your team is pretty physically offensive and you're just trying to find a mon to slide into a slot, please try Ting Lu. Even though Ogerpon's picking up, it's good against Ting Lu. In all honesty, if you're having problems with those special attackers, Ting Lu, I think, can handle it. I know that you've seen your Chiempao Entei, the Ogerpons. We're still seeing Rillaboom, Incineroar, all of those really solid physical attackers. I do think Ting Lu can really, can provide a good amount of support, especially with the Poison Terra right now, to really solidify a good, you know, just a good core for you. All right, we're going to go over another ground type. I think Blood Moon Ursaluna actually can make a very, very realistic comeback in this meta. I actually do. Because special ground moves hit so much of the meta right now, it is phenomenal. Like, if you guys dropped Blood Moon, pick it back up again, try it out. Just try it. I guarantee Blood Moon can do a lot of the things that it couldn't previously in this meta. Because I think a lot of people are going to start realizing what's good again. Blood Moon, I think, can answer it phenomenally. I think Life Orb is going to be your best item. After thinking about a lot of it, I think Life Orb is going to be the best item for it. I think being able to give Blood Moon that support is just phenomenal. It is going to wreck with spread attacks. And really just the thing that you have to realize is with Blood Moon, you've got to be able to support it properly. It's not just a broken mon. And I think, like, if you can give Blood Moon that support, I think Blood Moon can make a really solid comeback. All right, I'm going to talk about this man last because I have to talk about it last because there are some things I found out with Walking Wake that are just incredible. Iron Hands. I'm going to be very quick with this one because I run Iron Hands all the time. If you feel like Iron Hands is dead, you are way wrong. Done. Ended conversation. It is so good right now. I think it might almost be a little bit better if Landorus I isn't on a team. And yes, I know that's a very crazy claim, but in the same sense, I feel like Iron Hands has such potential. I still think Iron Hands is phenomenal. I still think people are kind of writing off Iron Hands. It's like, don't do this. Just don't do this. But I would say, like, the things that Iron Hands can do are, it's Iron Hands. It's Iron Hands. Like, look at these stats. It's incredible. It is an incredible mon. Assault Vest I still think is phenomenal. I think Clear Amulet is better than it's ever been. I just think if you dropped it, please, if you were good with Iron Hands and you liked Iron Hands before, pick it back up. You will see what I mean. Finally, I am going to go over Walking Wake. Now, a lot of people, myself included, have written off Walking Wake as kind of a bad mon. Now, the reason being is because of this kind of mediocre bulk, right? Now, the thing on why I want to talk about Walking Wake is because on a Sun team, let's say you're wanting to run, I don't know, choice specs, you're modest, you got that max special attack, in the Sun you get your boost, and you hydro steam stuff. Okay? Now, if you run this move in the Sun with choice specs, the amount of damage you are doing is ridiculous. Okay? Like, I mean ridiculous. That is a 2-shot into an Assault Vest max HP Rillaboom. Like, yeah, you give it, like maybe even boost it up to 100, just a random spread. It's like you're still 2-shotting it. Like, this Rillaboom would have to maybe have close to like 150, even 156 special defense. And nobody's crazy enough to run that much bulk on their Rillaboom. Like, no one is. And there might be someone running that much bulk. There might be, just to run some off-meta stuff. But yes, this is Terra Water, but like, this is so crazy to me. Because I wrote this Pokemon off, but I mean, this Pokemon can just, it annihilates things. It just annihilates things. It is incredible. We get that special attack boost, right? Because the photosynthesis is going to activate, of course, so, and I'm pretty sure that still calcs in, right? Because, like, if I go protein, yeah, it still counts in, we're good, yeah. So, like, that's the thing, though, is it, like, oh, and I messed it up, whatever, that's the thing that I want to be able to discuss, though, is it just does incredible damage. It is by far one of the craziest things, because that is a resisted water type move into one of the bulkiest Assault Vest mons there is. Like, it's incredible. It's just incredible. Like, I want to be able to showcase, like, you see a bulky Flutter Mane with, like, max HP, and yes, or why am I doing that? There we go. I'm all thinking, like, you're one-shotting max HP Flutter Mane. Max HP Fluttermane. You're one-shotting it. Like, oh, that wasn't even Sun. Yeah, like, you're guaranteed one-shotting it. Like, even if some kid was crazy and was like, I'm going to live every special attack in the world, you still have a chance to one-shot it. It's incredible. Like, this Mon right here, if not prepared for properly, like, let's even say you've got Raging Bolt, you know? You got that Calm Mind Raging Bolt, right? You got this super freaking bulky, and I mean, this Mon's bulky. This is a bulky Mon. You know, we're just going to go with, like, 156 special defense, because man's crazy running this, right? You're still doing over half. Like, it's baffling to me. And I mean, like, if you just start adding, like, damage multipliers, Helping Hand, boom. Let's say you drop Helping Hand, you've got freaking Beads of Ruin, boom. I mean, you're having just this incredible, and I mean incredible threat. And I know what a lot of you are thinking. Oh, but Chris, you know, his speed is just terrible. It's like, yeah, you're going to have to support that, and you're going to have to play smart. That's what I am saying. This is not going to be an easy brainless Mon to use. However, it can be if you're smart. If you position it properly, if you understand what outspeeds it and what doesn't, this Mon can be the Mon you need it to be. It just can be. And I really want to explore this a little bit more, because for a hyper offensive player as myself, this is candy. This is just one of those things where I'm looking at it and I'm like, I need more of this. I need to be able to try this out because of how much damage it can just do. Like, that is incredible amounts of damage to things that it just shouldn't be doing damage to. I mean, you know, you even think like Ogre Pawn, right? You get that Ogre Pawn water. And they set up and they Terra, right? We get that Ogre Pawn and they end up going, you know, we'll just give it Swift Swim because, you know, the Terra gives it that +1 boost. And, you know, I'm going to give it that max HP, right? You want to make it pretty bulky. Okay. Go over here. You have that +1 boost. You got that max HP. You're in the sun. It's like, this is max HP with the special attack boost, or with the special defense boost. Like, this is a bulky water pawn, okay? You're still able to do 30%. Like, that, it's incredible. It's an incredible Mon. And I definitely want to play around with it. I think that, you know, being able to, and I mean, like, if you're looking at even like something like Urshifu, right? You're like, oh my gosh, well, I'm scared of Urshifu. It's like, don't be. No reason to be, you know? Give that Urshifu, I think it's like the 92 bump, I want to say, right? Whatever. We don't need to know his attack, whatever. It makes my OCD go nuts. There we go. Okay. So, like, I mean, you're looking at a very bulky, just a very bulky Mon. Right there. It's, they switch in. What are they doing? What are they going to do? Like, what are they going to do? Nothing. That's over half. Add Beads of Ruin to that. Maybe even add a Helping Hand boost. You have a chance to one-shot it. One-shot an Urshifu water. Like, it's incredible. So I just wanted to ramble about that a little bit and just kind of just discuss it and see what you guys think. Please let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about just Regulation F. Portland Regionals is going on right now. Super excited to see what wins it. But like I said, Dragonite's looking really nice. So don't mean to call it early, but Dragonite's looking good. So you guys, I hope you all continue to live large. Have a phenomenal rest of your day. And please, please share this video around. Give it a like. I appreciate all of you. Have a great rest of your day.